In 1878, a neurologist named George Beard traveled to a logging camp in Maine to investigate reports of something so strange he assumed they were exaggerated. They were not. A group of French-Canadian lumberjacks had developed what appeared to be the most extreme startle response ever documented in medical history. If you shouted a command at them without warning, they would obey it instantly and involuntarily, no matter what the command was. Shout drop it, and they would drop whatever was in their hands. Shout jump, and they would jump. Shout hit him, and they would strike the nearest person without hesitation or any conscious decision to do so. But it went further than reflexive obedience. If you startled them while they were holding something dangerous, they would throw it regardless of who was standing nearby. If you repeated a phrase at them rapidly, they would repeat it back compulsively, unable to stop even when they desperately wanted to. If you made a sudden movement near their face, they would mimic it exactly and involuntarily, a phenomenon called echopraxia. The men were fully conscious during every single episode. They knew what was happening. They simply could not stop it. George Beard documented everything and published his findings to widespread disbelief. Other neurologists accused him of exaggerating or being deceived, but the condition has since been observed in other isolated populations around the world, in Siberia, in Malaysia, in parts of Southeast Asia, suggesting it is a real neurological phenomenon that emerges under specific cultural and environmental conditions. What causes it is still not fully understood. What it reveals is both simpler and more unsettling, that the gap between a thought and an action is not always as wide as you believe it is, and that under the right conditions, someone else's voice can cross it before your own mind has a chance to. Subscribe to Scroll Theory 21, because the brain has edges that most people never get close enough to see.